They thought they had you. They thought they could keep you exactly where they wanted, under their thumb, waiting for their call, desperate for their approval. They wove a web around you, strand by strand, binding you with their hollow promises and shallow comforts. They knew just what to say, didn't they? Just enough to make you think they were the key to your happiness, the cure to your loneliness, the one who could give your life meaning. They wanted you to depend on them. They wanted you to feel small, to feel incomplete, to believe you were nothing without them. They made you think your worth was tied to their presence, that you couldn't survive on your own, that they were the glue holding your world together. They whispered lies into your ear. You need me. Without me, you're nothing. They constructed a cage out of your insecurities and made you believe it was your safe haven. You gave them everything, your time, your love, your devotion. You sacrificed yourself. You bent, twisted, and reshaped who you were to fit their needs, just to keep them happy, just to keep them close. You did it all because they convinced you that without them, you had nothing. That without them, you were nothing. Every time you doubted, every time you tried to break free, they pulled you back. They gave you just enough sweetness to keep you hooked, just enough care to make you think they were worth the pain. They thrived on your dependency. They needed to know you couldn't live without them. That's where their power came from. That's what made them feel important, feel strong, feel worthy. But deep down, they were the ones who were afraid. Afraid of being alone, afraid of not mattering, afraid of confronting the emptiness inside themselves. So they kept you small to feel big, kept you weak to feel strong, kept you dependent to feel needed. And you played along. You gave them everything. You contorted yourself to keep them happy. You shrank yourself so they could feel larger. You did it all because you believed them. Believed that your life would crumble without them. Believed that, without them, you were just an empty shell. You let them hold the keys to your happiness. You let them decide your worth. You let them keep you in the shadows of your own life. But then, something shifted, didn't it? One day you woke up and saw the truth. You realized the cage they built wasn't about keeping you safe. It was about keeping you small. It was about keeping you within their grasp, keeping you dependent, keeping you in a place where they could maintain control. You saw through the whispers, through the lies, through the fear they planted in you. It wasn't the truth. It was never the truth. You realized you didn't need them. You never did. The power they held over you, it was an illusion, a trick, a game they played to keep you close. You saw that your worth wasn't tied to their presence. Your happiness wasn't something they could give or take away. Everything you needed was already within you. You realized you weren't incomplete, weren't lacking, weren't broken. You were always whole, always enough, just as you were. And when you saw the truth, everything changed. You began reclaiming the pieces of yourself you had given away. You started standing taller, speaking louder, seeing yourself as you truly were, strong, capable, and complete. You began putting yourself first, setting boundaries, saying no to what drained you, to who used you, to what made you feel small. You started creating a life that was yours. A life no longer shaped by someone else's needs, someone else's approval, someone else's presence. As you grew stronger, as you stepped into your power, something incredible happened. The roles reversed. The power shifted. The person who once tried to keep you small, the one who needed you to need them, now found themselves in an unexpected position. They found themselves needing you. Suddenly, they saw what they had taken for granted, the strength they overlooked, the love they didn't appreciate, the loyalty they dismissed. They realized the person they once controlled was now out of reach. They watched you stand in your power, saw you thrive without them, saw you live a life they never thought possible, and they felt the emptiness of losing you. They wanted you to need them, but now they're the ones who need you. They need the warmth you gave so freely, the love you poured out without hesitation, the comfort of knowing someone was always there. They crave the validation you once provided, but now they're left with nothing but the consequences of their actions. They need you, but they can't have you. You've outgrown them. You've risen above the cage they built. You've discovered your own strength and power. You're no longer the person who settles for less, who gives without receiving, who allows someone else to determine your worth. They're the ones left in the shadows, wondering what went wrong, wishing they could undo the past. But it's too late. The power they had, it's gone. The control they wielded, it slipped away. Now they are the ones who need you. And you? You're free. Free from their lies. Free from their fear. Free from the cage they tried to build around you. You are free to live life on your own terms. Free to love yourself without conditions. Free to be everything they tried to stop you from becoming. You are free to choose who gets to be a part of your life. Free to set your standards. Free to demand the love and respect you deserve. They may need you, but you're no longer within their reach. You are no longer the person who bends, who breaks, who shrinks to fit into someone else's world. You are standing tall, standing proud, standing in the fullness of who you are. You are powerful, you are strong, you are complete. You are everything they never wanted you to realize you could be. And now, they're the ones left wanting, left needing, left staring at the reflection of everything they lost. The power has shifted. It's yours now. They wanted you to need them, but now they need you. And that is the ultimate power shift. The moment you recognized your worth, stepped into your strength, and decided you were enough on your own. That was when it all changed. That was when they lost their hold on you. Now, you're unstoppable, living for yourself, loving yourself, thriving in ways they never imagined.